Good, you're back. I'm Neom, and today's episode is about hygiene from history. The word of the day is floxinosinylapilification, which means estimating something as worthless. Remember to leave a like, comment, sub, ring, share, care, wash your hair, and whatever other buttons YouTube has added. Let's get into it. You might have heard of some horrible hygiene habits of history's habitants, but I imagine you probably still take a lot of current cleanliness commodities for granted. Let's see, washing your hands, washing your hair, washing your body, brushing your teeth, clipping your nails, shaving your stubble, wiping yourself, and we may as well throw in not defecating behind a curtain. Okay, so there's 8 things you do regularly, if not daily, that were few and far between in the days of yore. I know you're curious about that last one, so let's start there. Curtain crapping, or as our ancestors called it, the old Portiere potty, wasn't exactly commonplace in the common space, but before the invention of the modern toilet, people took the train to Browntown in some decidedly unhygienic ways. And it seems that before someone was finally like, wait, we can get rid of this? That people just cared little enough about it that they could afford to be lazy. Due to the lack of shampoo, hand soap, and Yankee candles, people tended to smell not great. Months of built-up dirt, sweat, animal matter, and river water, to name a few, mixed with rotting hay on the floor that was meant as insulation, meant that you didn't really have to worry about the odor. If there was a party going on and you just didn't want to go to all the trouble of, walking outside, for example, you could just find a nice dark corner to squat in or some shades to hide behind and you're good to go. If you're really in a rush, just go in the middle of the floor. Who cares? It's the Middle Ages and you only have one 35-year life to live, so blame it on the dog and move on. Of course, some of the fancier people could afford to have a crude facsimile of a toilet that was essentially a wood or stone slab with a hole in it where the waste could be collected in one convenient spot and disposed of later. As for the elites, by which I mean Henry VIII, you could have someone take care of it for you, and they'd even wipe while they were down there. For a brief history of toilet paper, click the link in the description. Starting to feel grateful yet? Just wait. In places where dental hygiene was as yet undiscovered, cavities and tooth decay were running rampant, as you'd expect. And they hadn't even begun to understand why, blaming it on tooth worms. However, in Rome, they had some of it figured out pretty early on. They hadn't quite gotten around to inventing the toothbrush yet, but they had at least come up with an ingenious teeth whitening solution. What makes things white? Ammonia. Need a free and limitless source of ammonia? You're in luck. I find that joke to be in rather poor taste. Some entrepreneurial Roman lad looked at the bleaching effect urine had on fabric and thought, hey, why not swish it around a few times a day and see what happens? The method was so successful and widely adopted that the Roman government literally put a tax on urine. If you're not writing a 2,000-word thank you letter to Sensodyne, then you're not grateful enough. Let's talk about soap. Early civilizations of the Mediterranean actually did have a form of soap, but they weren't nearly as effective as what we have today, and mostly consisted of olive oil and animal fat. Which, whatever, at least they tried. But instead of combining it with a good rinse and some water to clean their whole body, they would just rub the stuff across their whole self like a chicken marinade, which sounds extremely uncomfortable, and call it good. The next time you're upset about something as trivial as the water not getting hot, be glad you're not waking up every morning, drinking your coffee, answering your emails, and then stepping into your basin and dousing yourself with Bertolli until you glisten like a marble statue of yourself. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe for more content, ring the bell to be notified about new videos, and comment what you want to learn about next. I'm Neom, and I'll see you next time.